Kahalal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raka Kodash. And this is Shalom to the Akyam and Akwat. That's all day that's pushing this truth in the four corners of this globe. Also want to say double honors to the apostles of GMS and the elders who continue to rule and lead, through the Spirit and guide us, especially through this end of times prophecy. This year is the year of prophecy, and you saw prophecy already started. One thing that will carry you through prophecy is this word. That's the only thing that will carry you through this prophecy. So this is Yasada again from Trinidad, and coming with another one. It's gonna call hunger for the word. Right? This word is the only way to get you through this. This word is life. This word is death. This word is everything. If you do not heed, you will die. You have to take heed, and this word is the only thing that shall save you. Right? Once you're Israel. Right? The thing is, let me start with some precepts here. This is Proverbs 19:15. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep. Slothfulness is like laziness. Right? Cast it into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. So, if you're lazy in this word, and you know what they say, what you sow is what you reap. So what you put in is what you're going to get out of it. And if you put in nothing, basically as being lazy, you're gonna get nothing. So don't expect anything. It's like when you labor. If you don't work, you don't get paid. And that's the whole thing about this. So you have to put in the work, right? And to get this reward, this crown that we're seeking after. Right? We're gonna just go on again here. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. Right? The commandment is in the word, and if you don't follow this word and heed it, you're going to die. Right? We're gonna jump here quick to there's many precepts that could come out of this, but I just gonna touch on a few of them. This is Matthew 5:6, right? Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Right? So blessed are those who seek after righteousness, who thirst and hunger for this word. If you go a day without this word, you feel as though you did a fast. You feel like there's a hole in you. You're missing something. Because basically this word is our manual to life. And if you don't heed the manual, you're going to die. Right? Gonna jump to Luke 11:28, I believe. But he said, yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of powers and keep it. Right? And here, it also means read. It also means like how I'm reading it here, and you're hearing it. Right? So, blessed are they that keep it, that hear it and keep it. Right? Revelation. Blessed he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And it says here, besides readeth, it says here the words of prophecy, and that's another reason for reading it, because to guide you through this end, there's only one word, one book you know, that doing this ending here, the end of the world, play by play. You know, and if you don't read and understand what's gonna happen next, you wouldn't be able to put yourself in a position, you know, and the spirit wouldn't be with you to guide you through this end of times, right? So they say and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And that's another thing. If you don't keep it, you keep reading it, you know, after a while when you keep reading it, you know, it stays in you, that you could call out precepts and verses and stuff, because there may be a time coming up where all these things are going to be, as I say, beside famine of the food is famine of the word. And not famine of the word is not only because we might be able to go out in the streets and preach again, but famine of the word through internet, you know, through YouTube, where they might shut down everything. And if you don't have this thing at heart, it wouldn't be in you. You wouldn't be in this thing 100% if you don't heed and continue reading, continue studying, and continue letting the word, the spirit work in you, right? And through the spirit we are guided by everything that we do, right? Psalm 63 and right. O powers, thou art my power. Right? Early will I seek thee, my soul thirsted for thee, my flesh longeth for thee. In a dry and thirsty land there is no water. And this is the water that, you know, this is the real baptism, the baptism by the word. Right? For this is with the word I will quench your thirst. You know, like coming into this truth. It reached a time where, I don't know, it's just so. I start searching. I went to all different types of church and all, you know, listen to all different kind of videos, and nothing wasn't touching me. Nothing wasn't giving me, quenching that thirst that I was just looking for, the hunger, you know, to fill me, until I come to the truth, you know, especially through GMS. They start opening my eyes and strengthening my spirit, and it's like, wow, I was so brainwashed into this thing. Right? So here you say, my soul thirsted for thee, my flesh longeth for thee, in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. And before the truth came back, you know, and the awakening here, there was no water in the land. The land was dried up of the truth. So jump in here to Isaiah 55 now. Right? Who? Everyone that tasted, come ye to the waters, and he that had no money, come ye buy and eat. Come ye buy wine and milk and money. Alright, so the first part of this, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters, and this word is the water. Right? This is the only way we could all be quenched every day with our feeding our spirits, and the spirit is the most important thing to feed, right? Because right now you want to be at this end of time spiritually minded and not carnal, right? And spiritually minded is when the spirit will work and guide us, you know, to keep us safe through this time here, especially. Right? Just to end off here, just a couple more precepts. Right, John 4 and 14. But whoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. So you see, so whoever drinketh this water, this word, drink this word, eat this word, study this word, live with this word, read this word, right? I shall give him, he will never thirst, right? But the water that I shall give him shall be in him. As I said earlier on, after a while, the word is the spirit, and the spirit shall be in us, right? and it will be a water springing up into everlasting life. Right? For those who don't get it, right? John 10 and 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And the thing is, his voice, his words in this book, a lot of people will read this but not get it because it's not for them, right? They have to understand that we were chosen from the beginning. We did not, when they think that they choose this, they didn't choose this, right? You have to be chosen. So my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and going through this, we hear his voice, we hear the guidance and the teachings and the edification, and we hear that spirit that is calling us. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, and the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And the words that is in this book, right, they are the spirit and they are life. And if you want to have everlasting life, to get a reward at the end, you have to hunger for this word. You have to have that hunger. Nobody cannot force you to get into this word. You have to have it. Because if it is not in you and you don't have that zeal to continue reading and studying, then this is not for you. Right? Normally you'll get burning sensation, like, gosh, something missing. I need to read this word. And when you read this word, it's like, yes, that is what I needed. And that is the same thing here that applies here, right? Ezekiel 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. Right? So, clear here. It says, eat this roll. Right? And this is what the apostles and the elders had done. They ate this roll, and they came on and they speak unto the house of Israel. Right? And that is why they have this awakening for this past maybe 20-30 years, which is the true awakening, because we're coming on to the end here, and the only way we could be guided in this end is through the word, through the spirit, right? And with that, I want to say shalom until the next time.